Right now at 5, the school janitor arrested on child porn charges is out on bond.
And La Crosse PD releases numbers for Oktoberfest citations and arrests.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. The Onalaska Middle School janitor facing child porn charges is out on bond. 65-year-old David Baltz was taken into custody for possession of child porn on Thursday. In La Crosse County Court this morning, Baltz was released on a $750 signature bond. The school district of Onalaska has placed him on administrative leave, and he's scheduled for an initial appearance on the 16th.
A 66-year-old Eau Claire man is dead after being hit by a car. According to the Eau Claire County Sheriff's Office, the man was riding a bike on the west 6200 block of Town Hall Road in the township of Brunswick when he was struck from behind. Authorities pronounced him dead on the scene. They have not yet released the names of the parties involved.
Well, it was a busy Oktoberfest weekend for La Crosse PD. Today they released their service call and citation numbers from the festival. Officers responded to just over 1,000 service calls Thursday through Sunday. They made 41 arrests and wrote 43 tickets for traffic violations. They also gave out 141 alcohol-related tickets. 111 of those were for underage drinking. State Patrol made 152 traffic stops on Friday and Saturday. La Crosse PD would like to thank the City of La Crosse staff and community partners who provided an extra hand during Oktoberfest.
We're going to have a pretty nice Friday evening to finish out the week. If you have any plans tonight, it's going to be a gorgeous evening to spend outside. Although if you're spending a little bit later time outside, maybe bring your long sleeves. It's going to cool off pretty quickly after that sunset's getting into the upper 50s. Again, after sunset, although it's going to be clear skies and very pleasant conditions, pretty normal for this time of year. It's going to be nice, so bask in it until we have that warm up for tomorrow. Now, those clear skies also mean that we could have a possible northern lights viewing tonight. Now, the peak amount of that geomagnetic storm is going to come just after sunrise going into tomorrow morning. So you're definitely going to have to squint along the horizon to see this one, but folks living just north of I-94 are going to have that best shot to see the viewing chance. If you are going to go out and look at it, I would maybe wear a long sleeve, though. It's going to be a little bit chilly, especially up to the north, getting into the low 40s. Otherwise, coming up in a little bit, we're going to have breezier conditions for much of the weekend, and then a much warmer Saturday. Going to feel a lot warmer than today after this nice fall day, and then some showers are also going to be possible going into the evening as well. So soak it up this evening. So we're going to have a pretty big change going tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Nicole.
Yeah.
Local leaders are addressing crucial PFAS funding that's been frozen in Madison for more than a year. Democratic candidates joined Representative Jill Billings out of La Crosse this morning, claiming the Madison GOP is holding up vital funds for PFAS mitigation for political gain. The $125 million remains stuck in the Republican-controlled Joint Finance Committee. An additional $15 million for crisis management following the recent hospital closures near Eau Claire is also frozen in that committee.
Western Wisconsin deserves leaders who will put rural folks ahead of partisan games. We have the power to help people with the issues that really matter to everyday folks, not just play partisan power games in Madison.
Governor Evers previously vetoed a Republican-backed bill to release the money, citing concerns that it would limit the DNR's authority to hold polluting organizations accountable.
A new statewide program is helping Wisconsin teens access driver's education.
And as News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains, it's not only benefiting students.
Ken and Emily, that's right. Local driving schools are seeing a wave of new registrations thanks to the grant program. And they say it will lead to safer Wisconsin roads.
It's going to help out hundreds and thousands of kids.
In Wisconsin, driver's ed can cost families hundreds of dollars. But thanks to the new driver education grant program, some students will now be able to access the classes for free. The $6 million program will cover a student's driving school tuition. Students who are eligible for free or reduced price lunch at school qualify for the program.
You can really see that the majority of the kids that are utilizing the grant are really thankful that they have the option because they know they wouldn't have otherwise.
Although Wisconsin doesn't require driver's ed once people turn 18, state leaders acknowledge that giving teens access to driver's education courses will lead to safer roads.
It's giving them the knowledge that empowers them to make the right choices in complex driving situations.
While the program is benefiting teens, local driving schools are seeing a boom in business.
I think the day that this launched, we had like 22 registrations. That's huge. That's big for us and that's big for them. And I think it shows how many kids were waiting and anxiously wanting the education.
And they predict a program like this will be good for all businesses.
These are going to be students that can go get jobs. These are going to be students that are going to be buying gas.
The state and driver's ed teachers agree. The more people that can access driver's education, the better the outcomes will be.
This gives them a level and access to education for a skill that people don't realize is a lifelong skill. And it's so important to have that.
Right now, the grants are available on a first-come, first-served basis, and they'll be available until that $6 million runs out. Ken and Emily?
All right, Allison, thanks very much. Wisconsin's DOT says this program will help between 10,000 and 13,000 students.
A La Crosse community leader is running for mayor. Shondell Washington Spivey officially launches his candidacy next week. The UWL grad is the executive director for the nonprofit Black Leaders Acquiring Collective Knowledge. He also served on La Crosse's school board for almost 5 years. In a release, he says he'll support small businesses and find common sense solutions to advance community and neighborhood development initiatives. The mayor race will be on the ballot next April.
La Crosse County officials are working to ensure voters of all abilities can cast their ballots this November. County Clerk Ginny Dankmeyer is at the Onalaska American Legion meeting with visually impaired people and showing off the accessible voting machines. This technology reads the ballot and allows voters to make selections on a keypad to ensure everyone's able to hit the polls on their own.
It's really important to be able to be independent enough to be able to do it by ourselves. This is our duty. We're supposed to be voting. And I don't want to miss out on it. It's something very special.
About 15 members of the visually impaired community attended today's demonstration.
Engage Winona is throwing a community block party tonight at Peter's Beer Garden in downtown Winona. Here's a live look of the celebration just getting started. It's a fun, free way to mingle with organizations, engage in activities, and of course get some free food. The League of Women Voters of Winona are also on hand to provide info on voter registration and some new changes to the Minnesota laws. It goes until 7 p.m. tonight.
A new Girl Scouts location.
Everything to know about their new leadership center right after this.
The lawyer you choose makes a difference because you get this one chance to get this right, and you want somebody that's going to fight for you and get you the resolution that you need. I'm so glad that I called BGR.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. These places employ us, sponsor the Little League team, and feed and clothe us. That's why I'm proud of the work I've done to support our business community. I know that the side of the aisle you're on matters less than being on the side of our main streets. No party has a monopoly on good ideas. I'm Steve Doyle, and I'm working for our businesses, working for our communities, and I'm working for you.
Who's that Derek Van Orden think he is? He thinks he's better than us. Like that time he screamed at somebody, I don't give a who you are. I'm a congressman.
Language! Who does Derek Van Orden think he is, supporting an abortion ban?
I'm Rebecca Cook. Let me tell you who I am. I grew up on a dairy farm, run a small business, and I wait tables. Around here, we work hard, respect our neighbors' freedoms, and aren't looking for special treatment. We need one of us to represent us. That's why I approve this message.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More sofas, more recliners, more mattresses, more of everything. You're going to find whatever you want, and you're going to find plenty of it. And it's all priced to go with 0% easy payment plans available. And as always, free delivery. free. Just try that anywhere else. Come visit us today.
King Furniture.
Nice people, nice furniture.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
An organization known for girl power and satisfying your sweet tooth is opening a location in Onalaska. Girl Scouts of Wisconsin Badgerland hosted a ribbon cutting for its new leadership center. The new center features a fully stocked Girl Scout shop and an open learning space. The chief executive officer says that the new space is designed to help the girls develop as individuals.
This space really is dedicated for girls to just discover anything that they want, and they're exploring their futures, and they're learning to be strong, confident young women.
To celebrate the grand opening, there will be an open house event tomorrow. This is open to the public, and the event starts at 10 a.m.
Nature enthusiasts got a unique peek into forest management this morning on Goose Island. As part of the Upper Mississippi River National Wildlife and Fish Refuge's 100th anniversary interpretive series, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and Audubon Upper Mississippi River teamed up to lead a guided hike. Hikers trekked the Shady Maple Interpretive Trail, the longest stretch of continuous floodplain forest nationwide. Participants say the hike showcases both the forest restoration and the area's history.
And I wanted them to learn a little more about the forest, and there's a lot of deadfalls here. I'm just interested in finding out more about just the management of this area.
Hikers also got to learn about managing invasive species.
The American Dream.
A new study on what the ideal lifestyle will cost you when we come back.
We're going to see some breezier conditions for tomorrow going into Sunday, and then some later showers possibly going through the area for Saturday night. But I'll have a full forecast coming up after the break.
I've met so many people in western Wisconsin looking for a change. We need fresh ideas to tackle the issues families are facing every day. Inflation, healthcare costs, tax relief. In November, vote for someone putting in the legwork to find solutions. Vote Ryan Hipsch for Assembly.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big snacking and candy event. Right now, save on our incredible one-of-a-kind selection of craveable candies, nuts and trail mixes, and more. Like new Blaine's brand Blueberry Lemon Crumble or Dark Chocolate Medley Trail Mixes, just $5.99 a pound. All Blaine's brand nut and trail mix tins are 20% off. Your choice of large, resealable cinnamon bears or jelly slices, just $8.99. Plus, this Saturday and Sunday only from 10 to 2, don't miss free in-store Blaine's Farm and Fleet candy and snack samples.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
The Harris-Baldwin border policy puts Wisconsin families at risk. 2 children stabbed to death, an illegal alien charged with their murder, a mother sexually assaulted, her daughter abused, a Venezuelan gang member here illegally charged.
I think we're probably spending too much, throwing too much money on our southern border.
Tammy Baldwin's wrong on the border, and Wisconsin families are paying the price. Restoration PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Steve Doyle says,
I'm working for you.
Unless, of course, you're a senior on fixed income or middle-class family. Steve Doyle voted against bipartisan tax relief to help you with rising costs. Steve Doyle, playing political games, not working for us.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, if you want to achieve the American dream, it'll cost you about $4.5 million.
That's according to a financial market news and investment site. Investopedia breaks down that lifetime total into an itemized list for a family. The most expensive item was retirement at $1.6 million.
Next is the lifetime cost of home ownership at $930,000. Raising 2 kids, including college, costs an average of $832,000. Other items in the total, including vacations, pets, wedding and funeral expenses, and monthly payments on 2 new cars from age 29 to 75.
Investopedia says everyone's particular American dream cost is different depending on what is or is not important to you.
Sure.
Well, I don't know about you, but it certainly does feel like the American dream out today.
Oh, it's been very
all
pleasant.
week, actually.
Yeah, hoping this continues throughout the weekend, and let's get that answer from Nicole.
Yeah, it has been gorgeous out there, especially today. Here's our current temperatures. I mean, these are only a degree or 2 below where we saw for our highs today. So right now we're at 68 in La Crosse, 67 Eau Claire. Across the board, just gorgeous fall weather out there. This is where we normally should be for this time of year, believe it or not. After our hot stretch, we're finally feeling that fall weather, staying in the mid to upper 60s for much of the day today. But that's not going to be the case for tomorrow. We're going to feel a pretty big change going into tomorrow. Here's a look at our highs. Areas south of I-90 could be sitting in the mid to even upper 80s possibly, with all of that southern wind bringing up much warmer air. Now, if we go a little bit to the north, some folks could be staying in the upper 70s, but overall, getting above average again, feeling like summer again. Good news for the folks that are fans of that warmer weather. Now, those winds are going to be pretty impactful tomorrow. We're going to definitely feel them out there as we get into the morning. We're already seeing sustained winds near 15 miles an hour in some locations. Now, these are going to increase as we go throughout the afternoon period. Once we get some warming in our atmosphere, we're going to see sustained winds again, mainly out of the south, anywhere from 15 to even above 20 miles an hour at times. So it's going to feel a little bit breezy out there, but as we go into the evening hours, it'll start to calm down a little bit, and it'll be pretty calm as we go into the overnight period for tomorrow. Here's our wind gust tracker. It is going to be up there, gusting in the upper 20-mile-per-hour range as we get into the early afternoon, and then going through it, we could be seeing wind gusts near or above 35 miles an hour at times, which is going to be pretty gusty out there. However, again, as we go into the evening hours, we're going to find some relief. It's going to calm down a little bit as we have a frontal system passing through that, believe it or not, is actually going to calm the winds down a little bit after it gets out of the area. Now, that frontal system will also be bringing some showers across parts of the area. We're not going to have to worry about that until the afternoon into evening hours, though. As we can see, going into the morning, going to be a little bit chilly. However, that's pretty normal for this time of year to have a little bit of a chill in the air. And then all those clouds is that frontal system. Again, it's pretty dry in our atmosphere, so a lot of that rain as of now is mainly located north of I-94. As it continues to move through, we'll see some sprinkles mainly north of Eau Claire into Ladysmith, and then much of the stronger storms and possible thunderstorms are going to be staying north and east of us, not really developing until it gets out of the area. However, we can't rule out some of these showers stretching down into further south into our area. That's still a possibility. However, this is what we're looking at for right now. So most of us will be staying dry. However, there is that slight chance for some of us to be seeing those showers as we go into tomorrow. Here's that rain total again. If you do get any showers, it's looking to be pretty light, only seeing less than 1/4 of an inch out there. So nothing too impactful. Maybe bring a long sleeve though if you're going out for tomorrow night. And then after that, Sunday, although it's still going to be breezy, it's another windy day. It's going to feel much more like fall. Highs dipping back into the 60s. And then the week ahead is really looking a lot like fall, but we will have a little bit of a gradual warm up as we go throughout. Maybe seeing the 80s again next weekend. So we're really up and down, which is kind of normal for this time of year. But
I like it.
Yeah, lots to like there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicole.
Yeah.
All right. Big question here. Can dolphins smile?
How a new study suggests they make facial expressions while interacting. Right after this.
Monday on News 8 Now this morning, younger women rising risk, the changing face of breast cancer. We're joined by Mayo Clinic doctor to reveal what you need to know this Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
Fentanyl is one of the most lethal drugs on the market. This much can kill thousands. These deadly drugs are pouring across our border. But Biden, Harris, and Democrats have done nothing to stop it. Tammy Baldwin claims she's trying, but she's failed. She took credit for an anti-fentanyl bill she didn't write and opposed efforts to secure the border. Senator Baldwin and Democrats have done nothing, and our communities are paying the price.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
There's an energy to the fall. An energy on this field. The energy of the fans. It's an energy that won't be denied. An energy to be embraced. It's an energy that drives teams to a frenzy. Be a part of that energy, that frenzy. Every Friday night, right here on News 8.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
New research suggests dolphins might smile at each other when they play.
Yeah, Italian and French scientists studied nearly 24 dolphins while they played with each other, their human trainers and on their own. They found the dolphins almost always made an open-mouthed expression comparable to a smile while they were playing with each other, rather than with humans or by themselves.
So the researchers say it suggests it's a form of communication. They believe dolphins do it to stop their games from turning into a fight due to miscommunication. The results of the study were published Wednesday over in the journal iScience. And when my wife and I were in Disney, we actually went to where they've got a couple of dolphins.
Yeah.
And the
Did you hear that?
Just tuning up a dolphin noise. And we watched 4 dolphins go through like an acrobatic routine.
Yeah.
They were doing tricks and stuff. So I would love to be part of a study that just allows you to watch dolphins for hours on end.
Yeah, I always thought they were smiling in general. They're just like happy looking.
It's their resting face, I
Right,
thought.
that is their resting face. That's what I thought too. But I like that they do it as a preventative measure. Like, hey, don't hit me. We're good. No reason to get in a fight here. And coincidentally, it is actually National Smile Day today.
Oh, well, there we go.
So everyone partake in it.
Follow
Everyone
the example
smile.
of the dolphins.
Exactly. Okay, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after the break.
Did you know the Habitat Restore sells more than used furniture, fine tools, lumber, decor, and more at the Restore. Open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come shop at the Habitat Restore in La Crosse.
It's easier than ever to save more than ever during the Flex Steel Factory Authorized Sale, happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Right now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, you'll find exciting designs, stunning fabrics, and the best prices of the year. A savings of up to 40%. Sofas, sectionals, recliners, even luxurious leather. The possibilities are endless. Plus, there's even special financing on all Flex Steel furniture. Unlimited choices, special financing, and the best prices of the year. Now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Arthritis, high blood pressure, breast cancer. Almost everyone has a pre-existing condition and could lose health insurance if Derek Van Orden and Washington Insiders get their way. They take money from big insurance companies, then try to strip coverage for pre-existing conditions. Van Orden and Washington insiders don't care about you, so if you get sick, you get dropped. Time to drop Derek Van Orden and these Washington insiders from Congress.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Career politician Tammy Baldwin doesn't share our Wisconsin values. Baldwin's life partner is a Wall Street executive who has invested in industries that Tammy oversees in Washington. But Senator Baldwin refuses to disclose her partner's financial assets. That's a conflict of interest. They're getting richer while you're paying more. Tammy Baldwin's not on your side. She's in bed with Wall Street.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. Join the team and give today.
The Harris-Baldwin border policy puts Wisconsin families at risk. 2 children stabbed to death. An illegal alien charged with their murder. A mother sexually assaulted. Her daughter abused. A Venezuelan gang member here illegally charged.
I think we're probably spending too much, throwing too much money on our southern border.
Tammy Baldwin's wrong on the border, and Wisconsin families are paying the price. Restoration PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Did you know the Habitat Restore sells more than used furniture? Find tools, lumber, decor, and more at the Restore. Open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come shop at the Habitat Restore in La Crosse.
Well, if you have time tonight, get out there and try to look at the aurora. It's really going to be along the horizon, maybe a better chance to see it tomorrow, but it will be there, I promise. You might just have to squint at your camera, maybe.
Okay, that's a good tip. I like that.
Squint real hard,
Really
everybody.
hard.
Thanks for joining us at 5.
We'll see you at 6.